Hi, I'm Simon, and here is Pia, and here is Pepe the van, which is self-converted road transit van. If you have been watched our YouTube series, you know that we self-converted our van in 6 or 7 months without area building experience.
We haven't yet shown you the finished van, so now it's time for the proper van tour.
Welcome.
So our van is 2016 Ford Transit, long wheelbase, high top. We compared and test drove many different vans, Mercedes Sprinters, Volkswagen Crafters, but in our opinion Ford Transit's driving feel was the best. We wanted to buy a quite new and young van that could be as reliable and long-lasting as possible. We couldn't choose an old van because neither of us have any mechanical skills to fix the van on the road. We decided to import our van from Germany to Finland, and it has almost 100,000 kilometers on it. This is a manual, and actually it isn't even possible to get this transit model with an automatic transmission. This has a cruise control, and I think it's also important to mention a heated windscreen. That is nice. This has also AC. And we like a lot of Ford Transit's cabin. Here are unusually lot of cup holders. Here are also a lot of extra room and space for storage. And also underneath this double seat there is a lot of storage too. Our van's radio have a Bluetooth connection, so we can connect our phones. And we also have here portable Bluetooth device so that we can listen our podcast and so on while driving. We actually considered about changing this double seat to one single seat, but after all we still wanted to retain 3 seats in our van. Swivel seat wasn't an option for us because we wanted to build a proper partition wall back there between the cabin and living area, and that's for the insulation reasons. Windows are one big major reason for heat loss and heat gain, and here in the cabin you have a lot of window surfaces. So we wanted to build this partition wall which keeps cold air and hot air out of our living area. In the summertime we noticed how well that keeps hot air here in the cabin. So we are really happy with our decision. It was really important for us to have some kind of escape hatch or hole where we can enter the cabin without going outside of the van. And this hatch also works as a window for us. It also makes possible our van to look as stealth as possible because we can have this cabin look just like normal van cabins, and that grey look fits so well to this cabin. And that's because we can close that hatch whenever we want or need. We had a few major starting points considering our van conversion. The first was that our van's interior height must be so high that Simon can walk and stand up in our van. The second thing was that we didn't want any windows on our living area. It was important to us that our van looks as stealth as possible from the outside, and also windows are huge heat loss. We wanted also to have our own peace inside of the van, and of course it can also slow down possible burglars. At first we planned to add some small windows on the side of our van, but actually the structures of our van stopped us to do that. So we only add our roof light and that hatch of our partition wall. The third thing was that our van's loading length should be so long that we can fit in our fixed bed and also a fixed bathroom And the last major thing was that we wanted our van to be as off-grid as possible. Based on those starting points, we started to plan our van's layout, and back then many people saw just an empty truck of normal van, but we saw a wonderful space full of potential. Right away when you enter our van, you can see our indoor entrance mat. It's enough big and it's brilliant to keep your van a little more tidy and clean. And yeah, we have the fixed bed. That was one of major bases for our van conversion. We knew from the experience how annoying it is to put together and disassemble the bed every night and morning. So we definitely wanted to have a fixed bed. We also wanted to place our bed quite high so that we can have maximum space underneath it for our storage. In our Ford Transit we should place our bed lengthwise, but I don't think that's a problem because then you can have a lot of closets for your clothes next to bed. We have one closet for both of us and then one shared one where we have some bed sheets and towels, etc. Directly after our bed we have a roof light up here, which gives very nicely daylight to the whole van. You can black it out with this blackout slide darkening curtain and to open it to different positions and keep it open without any worries because there is a fly screen. And this is in a very nice spot concerning our bed and also for kitchen and cooking. We wanted to have a lot of storage in our kitchen and also as large as possible kitchen sink so that you can nicely wash your dishes in it, and also because we use this as our bathroom sink also to wash our hands and faces as well. We have upper and lower kitchen cabinets here and good amount of storage for the tableware, pots and pans, our coffee equipments. And then we have also a drying rack for our dishes. And we have this kind of plastic mat bottom of our cabinets to prevent our stuff moving and sliding when we drive. On the lower kitchen cabinets we have some dry goods, cutting boards. And in here we have some room for our laptops and camera equipment. And this middle sliding drawer is for our hygiene and cosmetic things. And here underneath our kitchen sink we have a sliding garbage bin. Actually this is from our earlier rental apartment. Then we have here powder extinguisher, a fire blanket and some cleaning supplies and equipment. We have also a couple of tiny drawers underneath our lower kitchen cabinet down there in the footing with some bits and bobs. There is this much working space here on our kitchen countertop. And we have this kind of spice rack for our spices, and above it there is a toothbrush holder. Behind our kitchen sink we have a couple of baskets where we have dishwashing equipment, some olive oil and basil. And we have hidden our cutlery drawer here underneath the bed and closets. We don't want to use bottled water for our drinking water here in the van, So we needed to buy some kind of water filter system, and we have started with this so that we can drink just the water we fill into our van. And here is our pimped kitchen paper holder that we painted black to fit. Our kitchen sink have a special place for our hand soap bar. Actually, we prefer to use soap bars than liquid soaps. And one thing that we wanted to invest in was our kitchen faucet. This is touchless electronic faucet, because when you live in a van you have limited amount of water available, so this saves a lot of water and help us out a lot. It was important to us to do long-term and sustainable choices on every construction materials and equipment that we bought. We wanted to retain and keep this working space free that was left on, so we didn't want to install built-in induction cooktop here, but we didn't want it to be totally portable so that you have to dig it out every time from the cabinet. So we did a sliding drawer for it, and now it's every time ready to use. Underneath it there is our sliding table. And under it there is our fridge. We wanted it to be at least this sized, and it's so nice to have a little freezer box in it too, but where we can sit when we want to eat at this sliding table. So we have an expandable bench here that we designed by ourselves. We wanted to have some small sofa bench solution, but didn't want to sacrifice this free floor space that we had, so we didn't want it to be too large. So this is our expandable bench that can be sliced and extended to seat 2 people. We use this also as a step to our bed, and there is nice storage area inside it, for example our shoes. In this corner we have also a little hatch to reach our solar system equipments, because all of them are located behind this wall. And here we have our switch panel, which we have made of old wood, and we can control all of our ceiling lights and water pumps using these. And down below we have also a USB socket. It was super important to us to include proper office workstation for both of us in the van, and I like to work using a standing desk, so we built a one for me in the van too, and it's placed here in the same corner. This desk can be lifted up. It has been built right for my size. Here on the worktop I have space for my laptop, hard drives, and then I have my monitor mounted here on the wall. It can be turned to different positions, so we can use it to watch movies or TV series from the bed. Simon wanted to have just a normal working desk, so we built it underneath the escape hatch of the partition wall. It can be lifted up too, and then Simon has a working chair also. It's portable chair, so we can use it on the outside too. To be able to make this van as off-grid as possible, we wanted definitely to have a proper shower, toilet, bathroom here in the van. We built a fixed bathroom to here behind the driver's seat. This door is temporary because we wish to upgrade it to an accordion door in the future. But now we have our towels hanging on it. In the bathroom we have our DIY urine separating toilet, which we felt the best option for us, and we are still super happy with our choice. We have some litter in that box and also a vinegar spray bottle to keep our toilet clean, and this kind of toilet paper holder. We placed our toilet to this bathroom because we are not showering every day, so it would be just a waste of space to dedicate this whole room just for showering. When we take a shower, we just lift up our toilet to this entry hallway. We built this kind of cedar shower mat to finish up our bathroom. We got light through this little window that we built on our partition wall, but you can also close it if you want, and then you can use our storm lantern. When taking a shower, we can put up a shower curtain to prevent too much splashes, and we installed the shower faucet in that way that we can wash ourselves underneath. Actually, even Simon can stand up quite well in our shower. We reached beige, black, brown, grey looking van interior. We wanted our van to be light and bright, but not just white. We used a lot of old wood and added some modern touch side of it. It was important to us consider our construction materials environmental friendliness and also influence to our air inside and its healthiness. For example, we used only chalk paints to paint our van's interior. Here on top of our partition wall we have also the van's original bulkhead storage. In it we have our jackets, first aid kit and etc. We added this kind of grey tin curtain for it. There are also a lot of heat loss and heat gain from these van doors. So we added these kind of curtains in front of our every door because these reduce heat loss. Besides the bulkhead storage, we have added here also a mirror, coat rack and also some photos from our earlier road trips. And it's so nice that we are able to close this escape hatch for the night or when it's too cold or too hot weather. We just lift it up to its place and it fits perfectly to the cabin's grey look. And here on the living area we have a chalkboard on it. I have drew there Europe map and marked down our earlier road trip roads, and now we can easily add there our new road trip roads. The last thing we have added to our van is our van's guest book. And now that you did a virtual visit to our van, we would love to have your virtual note to our guest book. Please comment below what would you write on our guest book. Simon will now continue with you to the backside of our van where we have our storage area.
Here on backside of our bed you can see the reading light and also some kind of bedside table where you can put example of Kindle or your phone for the night. On the left side is bookshelf where you easily craft them. We have same curtains which reduces heat loss. Here back doors as well. This upper ones is removable, so you can use this when you need it. And first we have these removable ladders. There you can climb up our bed or down if you need. And under our bed we built the garage or engine room for our solar system and water. On the left side of our van you can see our water systems. We have one tank for fresh water and one for grey water. And water flows from here, our kitchen and shower. And there are our water system equipments, by the way. Also water heater. Also the grey water flows back to here. We can empty with the manual pump. And the fresh water can be filled from here. Our solar system equipments are located on the right side. We have 3 solar panels on the roof. Total output is 840 watts and those are mounted on our DIY roof rack. Then we have our solar system controllers, batteries, inverter and fuses for our solar system. And the DC power is 24 volts and we use our DC power for our ceiling lights, fridge and water pumps. And we also have AC/DC which we can get from our inverter and we have sockets everywhere our van. It was very important to us to have AC/DC because we can use that charge our laptops, phones and also we installed the solar power socket for our van so we can plug in if we needed the extra power. We can control also from the cabin area, from the hatch. And besides of our solar system and water system, we have lots of storage space for our stuff. We have also here clothes, sport equipment and also saws from under our water tanks, tools. We have our oven here because we didn't have space on the living area for it. So we bought some kind of accessory box for it so we can take it from there to cook with it, so we can put it back also there. We are going to build on the next summer sliding bike rack or for our bikes and we have all materials ready for it. As you can see we have the same curtains over here which reduces lots of heat loss because on those doors have some kind of cap which brings very cold air into our van. Here is our laundry bag for our dirty clothes. So here is our finished Pepe the van. We love its final look. So remember add comments for our quest book and remember subscribe our YouTube channel, add thumb ups our videos and
You find the whole build series and our earlier road trip series from our YouTube channel. And remember to subscribe our channel to keep up with our new adventures with Pepe the van.
see you later.
Thank you for watching.